Terminating your plan can take a lot of work, it's going to require a lot of planning, and you're going to need to have some specialized skills. So it's not unusual for fiduciaries or financial advisors to seek outside help in overseeing the plan termination process. If that's something that makes sense for you, we suggest you consider 5 different criteria when selecting a service provider. Work with a service provider that can do as much as possible for you, so the full range. So that includes being able to send out the notices to all those participants that you have to get disclosures to, helping assist in searching and finding, locating those lost and missing participants, being able to have a call center or a resource available for someone to provide some help to those participants looking to do something with that money because they have to. And then finally, have those assets moved to that same service provider for the Safe Harbor IRA. So it's all in one place. The communication before the end of the termination, as well as the assets after the termination. Criteria number 2, expertise in locating those missing participants. The more people you find, the less problems you're going to have. So make sure you work with a provider who's an expert and has multiple ways of doing address scrubs with various resources available to them to find that last best known address. In the event that there might be a deceased person notified, then you're actually going to need to find that beneficiary. You still get the return mail. What else can they do? Like the internet search tools, what other things can they do deeper to help you? That's a lot of time that can be involved just for that one step alone. And finally, overseeing the certified mail. Remember, any piece of mail that gets returned, you have to at least try certified mail to document your attempt to locate that participant. So criteria number 3, make sure you work with a provider who's really focused on helping to prevent cash outs and promoting consolidation of those assets as they come out of the terminating plan. So be careful in selecting that provider who's got those resources available during this critical time for your participants. Criteria number 4, select a provider who's got a fiduciary friendly Safe Harbor IRA. And so what does that mean? It means an ongoing focus of locating those missing participants. They just don't stay in the account year after year after year. We call that a landfill. You want to work with someone who's got more of a recycling approach when it comes to the IRA. Make sure you pick a provider with a straightforward, easy to understand IRA fee structure. Look for a provider that has a monthly administrative IRA fee versus an annual fee. That way, if the participant comes in just a short amount of time, they're not ending up being billed for the whole year. Look for a Safe Harbor IRA with no lockup provisions. In other words, when the participant comes to claim control of that account, they'll have the ability to move to another investment that may be more suitable for them at no charge. Criteria number 5, make sure you work with a provider who's got a proven track record in plan terminations. This is no time to be somebody's guinea pig. So some questions to ask. How long have you been doing terminated plans? How many terminated plans have they actually worked with? Do they have a mix of small plans, large plans? So that's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s of outsourcing for plan termination services. It's our hope you'll find that service provider that's right for you, because the last thing you want to have at the very end of a plan termination is a phone call from the Department of Labor going, "Hey, let's have an audit."